Yep, Mr. Squirrel, that's a great place to be right there between Panther and Tux. I was up at 6 o'clock this morning. The boys were on the same side of the house and fighting. I see Tux has come back. Hey, Panther. Hey, good boy. Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing? He goes, but I'm over here and I'm not yelling at anybody. I'm not trying to start a fight. Come on, bud. You'll have to go around to your side of the house. Yes, you. This is not your designated space. Hi, cute stuff. How can you get mad out of me? So cute. Hi. Yep. Hi. It is super sticky and we have on and off rain this morning. And the postal carrier did not bring my bench cushion. So I was really hoping he'd bring it this morning, and then even if it was drizzling, we could choose to work under the carport, but we still don't have it. And again, Don's holding off on cutting wood just to double check the actual dimensions of the cushion versus the published dimensions of the cushion. So yeah, it's not looking like a good day for outside kind of stuff, pretty much no matter what. I just looked at the North Carolina COVID-19 dashboard, and I've been looking at the hospitalization data every day, and we have a new high this morning. It went from 780 people to 812 people, so 32 new people hospitalized yesterday, with 86% of the hospitals reporting. That number kind of goes back between 75 and 90%. It makes it a little hard to compare the data from day to day, but that's most of the hospitals, and that's, like I said, that's a new high. That's pretty alarming. Well, we sort of knew, right, all of these protests and reopen NC rallies and people just being tired of being careful and all this other stuff. We knew there was going to be some amount of spike, right? So I don't think this is really a surprise. I would love to go out to Guardian Angel, but every time I go in, I know I'm taking some level of risk. So I'm trying to stay away, but really wanting to go again. Let's see, I was due to go to Whole Foods Tuesday, but the only thing I really needed was cream, and while Don was giving blood, I ran into Walmart and got cream. So I can postpone going to Whole Foods probably until sometime next week. And I was also reading about the schools reopening this morning, and what a mess their plan for social distancing at the schools. It was just a mess. So I took a minute here to hole punch the sheet music, the free online sheet music, and put the songs I've been playing into a binder. I discovered after I'd hole punched a few that it would be good to put the holes on the first page on the wrong side, on the right side instead of on the left. That way, for these songs that are basically 2 pages of sheet music, I can see both at the same time, and this nice binder will stay up on the little stand for the music. This very first one here, Yankee Doodle, I didn't punch it right, so I end up having holes on both sides of the page, but it's not over top of the music, and I don't want to waste paper. It's not really worth reprinting it, but you get the gist. It works really great if you do this with songs that require 2 sheets. Ones that go on for 4 or 5 pages, well, there's really not a lot of help there. Johnny's starving us to death. I made him a Smithfield's pork barbecue nacho with pork rinds plate for lunch. There's green onions, cream cheese, mammoth cheddar, salsa, the pork rinds, and of course the Smithfield's pork. You enjoy it, buddy.
I'm excited.
I bet. I bought this tree sometime last year and I really like it. But it's too bright while we're watching television. I told Donnie it needs to be dimmed down. He says he thinks he can do that. So please do that.
Oh, today. Oh, Marianne, we're just one of those days where projects are not working, moving forward today. It's yucky. It's super humid outside.
We don't have all the parts we need.
Didn't get here. We had hoped the cushion would get here. Several things is just sort of bummer. So I'm going to go run today, and poor Marianne's going to do the Tesla Ruby exercise program and walk the red boxes back in.
Right, I'm going to park far out at Walmart and walk the red box back inside. Yep.
Yeah, it's a real bummer. We will miss doing projects together. I did order the LEDs, and I did order florist tape because it's cheap. It's $5 for 4 rolls. So why try to reuse what was on there? Because I'm going to literally to change the lights to LEDs. I'm going to have to unwrap
all of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
And
you didn't know you were going to learn how to be a Michael's floral department person, right?
Right. Well, those little silk flowers with the little 3mm slip-on covers for the LEDs or incandescent bulbs in this case, that's pretty handy. That would be, you know, that's really what you've got there. I wonder if those things are readily available from China or something.
Yeah, the whole new thing.
Well, you could design, you know, Big Clive often.
I was thinking about Big Clive, yeah.
Designs his own little light fixture.
He makes his mom happy.
Makes his mother happy, that's right. So, you know, if you wanted to do floral design, let's say, and you could electrify it also with, if you could get these little things. And I have to say, I looked for PVC shrink wrap versus the electrical shrink wrap for the ends that holds the little bulb holder to the wire. This is a very thin, happens to be 3mm also. It has a hole in it, and it has 2 little grooves on each side. The wires run up, and it has a hole in the middle for the structural wire that holds all this together. I looked for the shrink wrap that was on those out there, and I could not find that on eBay and or Amazon. There's lots of electrical shrink wrap. There are shrink wraps, like if you wanted to manufacture your own lip balms or lipsticks, and you wanted to shrink wrap the little, first of all, you could buy the little twist things, cans that hold a little bit of
the tube,
and they actually sell the shrink wrap perforated even, that you can then wrap your product in. But I could not find
what you needed for
so I got clear that has no writing on it. So I plan to wrap the tape around the little, because it's white, it's very bright white plastic, the little gizmo that holds the LED, the wire, and the 2 electrical wires as a unit that then adds structure so the the pedal will stay on. I'm going to wrap that with the floral tape and then shrink wrap it, or shrink wrap it and then wrap floral tape over that with the clear. So we'll see, you know.
Are we going to wish we just went out and looked for a new one by the time we're done?
There is no doubt that fixing or converting these is strictly a
labor of love.
Yeah, because there's no economics in this. I mean, I bought 100 3mm soft white LEDs, free shipping from California, not China, from California, already been imported, for $4.61, tax included. I mean, that's like, what, 4 cents a piece? 4.6 cents a piece? I mean, it's dirt cheap, but the labor to solder those in place and fit the wire so it doesn't bulk up and all those other things, it's probably going to take a couple hours at least. And you figure, oh, well, you're going to pay a person a minimum wage, what, $7.50 an hour? $15 an hour now? It's going up to $15 an hour in some places. That's $30 to do that. That thing you're going to get, you could buy it for $8 free shipping from China. So, I mean...
Well, if it makes you feel better, I think we paid $35 for it the first time.
Right, but that was a full-blown retail price in a gift shop. I
This
mean, where
is true.
Premium, that was the maximum retail price for that thing.
Yep.
Anywhere else we would have got it, like Walmart, it would have been half that, and if we'd have got it from eBay, it would have been a quarter of that.
Don's never priced these floral, already put together things,
Oh.
but yes, they tend to be pricey.
They tend to be pricey
Anyway. But yeah.
It
Well,
is pretty. I have enjoyed it and will continue to enjoy it. And hopefully with LEDs it'll last a lifetime.
Yeah.
My pretty girl. I do love my pretty girl.
Well, of course you do. I love you too. It's a labor of love, and
Yeah.
it's no rush. You know, you'll work on it when it's too hot to do other projects, and sitting at your workbench in the
That's
air
right.
conditioning is
That's
kind of relaxing, I guess.
Right.
I'm just suffering a little bit today because of the weather change.
Yeah.
I want to be outside with my kitties,
Jeez.
but it's raining, it's humid, and there's mosquitoes that are trying
Out
to
the
carry me
wazoo.
away.
Yes, gosh.
And the yard could stand to be mowed, but it's wet out there, and weed eated. I mean, there's stuff I could do, but the weather's just, I don't like summer heat and humidity too much. It's just why we live inside in the AC basically June, July, and August.
That's right.
You know, part of May, part of September. So we're in that 3 months of the year where we'll only have probably 3 or 4 really nice, comfortable weather days a month.
Right.
You know, we'll have a few here and there, but today's not one of them.
That's
and
right.
you know, the whole lockdown thing and the whole,
yeah.
and now the weather is compounding the whole lockdown thing for me. So I'll just do what I can.
And she also got some stressful news from Wake County or the state, North Carolina schools.
Yeah, that stuff, they're worried me to death about the school thing.
That's stressing her too.
Yeah. Wow, there's nobody here at the environmental park today besides me. Not even the diehard dog owner walkers. Don should be up here starting off his run. See if we can spot him. I'm over here on the pharmacy side where I often park, and I remembered that I can't get in on this side. They totally are not using any of these doors as far as I know, so I've got to go around, although I have to tell you, it looks like the garden center door is open. Let me go drive up there and see, because there's a lot less cars on this side. No, it's closed, as is the pharmacy entrance over here. So, you know, I'm just going in to put the red box in, and there's a red box at each door. So, well, that's fine. I'll park on this end, go in, drop the red box. I had trouble getting back out the other day. They had it so, when I picked up the red box, they have it so marked off in there that you basically have to go all the way into the produce area to get turned around to come back out. It was really annoying. I'm not sure how helpful it was, but I get it. I almost ducked under the tape, but oh no, I followed instructions. It's really disappointing that apparently they only repaved the Walmart end, but maybe they're just not done yet. I want to think that they're just not done yet, because you know, this part here is still technically where people coming to Walmart are, and they haven't finished. I think they're just not done. Guess I'm gonna go park up here in one of my other spots I feel comfortable with. They are finished up here, and they have put in these cart returns, and people are apparently using them, which is kind of interesting. Well, I almost parked Ruby right. I should have pulled up just a smidge more. Oops. Nobody else is up here. Not gonna notice. My glasses are all fogged up. It's a combination of wearing the mask and just exactly how humid it is out here. So last night's movies. Jumanji was not as good as I'd hoped, but I laughed out loud several times. For free. We'll assume that's the free one. It was a good deal. It was weird watching Dwayne Johnson act, but another actor doing the voice. You know, part of his appeal is A, he seems to be a nice person, B, he's not bad to look at, and C, he sounds good. So that was just kind of weird, but that's what Jumanji is. And I like 1917 better than I thought. That was a good watch. We managed to stay awake through both movies, so that was a plus too. So in the county that I'm in, Wake County, the capital city county in North Carolina, face masks are not required by the county. Of course, individual businesses can require them or not. Surrounding counties, I know Durham, I think Orange or Person County, they're requiring them. So you really, it's sort of, you gotta, well, for those of us that are just wearing them everywhere when we're out, it's not a big deal. But for those that really only want to wear them when they absolutely have to, it actually is a little bit of a thing to have to keep up with where it's required and where it's not. Anyway, and I've seen a lot of memes on Facebook making fun of people that are driving down the road with their mask on. But see, me, I'm trying not to touch the mask except for one time put it on and one time take it off. So I'm gonna go over to Guardian Angel now, and I'm not gonna take it off for the half mile between here and there because I am practicing not touching my face. So I don't know, that meme that floats around about people being stupid for having masks on in their car, I don't like that meme. Well, there's a decent crowd, but it's not super crowded. I'm gonna go into Little Angel today. I didn't go there the other day. It's possible if they had Lego bricks of any kind, they would be at Little Angel. So that's my reason for going in there. I'll go ahead and grab this cart and get it out of the parking lot. They always have these grab bags of miscellaneous kids' toys. Right offhand, I don't see any Legos. I love that shirt. Why can it not be in my size? This side is exit only now, so I gotta walk around to the other side. Not a huge deal. It's just usually a little easier going between the stores. I can't tell if there's a wait down here or not. Do whatever's necessary to keep us all safe. Somebody just left. I'm sure it'll be fine. They have done a great job right now of organizing all the school supplies. Folders, spiral notebooks, 3-ring binders. I never pay full price for that kind of stuff. There was a whole section of new sheet music, but nothing I was inspired to add to my collection. Lots of new clothes, but nothing I like that's the right size. But at least there was new stuff to look at. This is the closest thing I've seen to Lego bricks, but it's not Lego bricks. I just gotta say that considering all the donations they've had, there's just not that much stuff out on the floor. I kind of like that, but what would I do with it, you know? Never seen anything like this before. It's a lipstick holder. It's neat. No, be nice to him. Ask him to move nicely. Come on, buddy. Come on. There you go. Thank you. Right, I'm going to leave Ruby out because Johnny's going to need the bay in a little while for Taekwondo, and we'll just keep an eye on the radar.
Right. Speaking of Johnny,
There he is. He's all excited. This guy is an IT whiz.
I got something cool to show you.
whiz.
It
Okay.
involves my desktop and my Chromebook,
Yeah.
and you're gonna think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, look, I'm very excited. I'll be in just a second.
He did great, man. I'm impressed.
I mean, it was a simple thing, but
Oh, are you remoting from the Chromebook into your desktop from your...
well, vice versa, desktop to Chromebook. But yes,
Okay.
I'll show you when you get inside.
Okay.
Via Android. So he's using 3 different OSs.
And what precipitated this?
Because I was trying to find a solution because me and my brother share a computer at my dad's house.
Right.
So it's not that I hate sharing a computer with him, but if I can find a way to use my own desktop without interfering with him and his routines,
Right.
and I'd like to do that over trying to take the desktop from him.
Okay. Well, it sounds like a great plan and they well thought out. So I'll be in to check it out in just a second. Actually, there's 2 things in the back. Can you grab them? I'll pop the trunk.
Sure thing.
That's about almost maybe kind of a 1/4 of an inch. So Don's cooling down at the workbench from his run.
Yepper.
He says he's working on my flower
I
thing.
know. She says it's a little too bright. So I've measured and the current and come up with some resistors, and so I'm going to put basically 200 ohms in series with the LED, and that dims it down really nice, and so we'll see.
Way cool.
Yeah.
If you're hearing a little extra noise, not only is the air conditioner going, but I think Don has the dehumidifier over here going too. And that's the thing that's, yeah, really sticky. That's the thing making all that humming. It actually isn't bad except for background noise while filming.
Right.
So Johnny's here with his Chromebook that Don and I got him at Christmas time.
And I'm experimenting with Steam Link today. So, as I explained earlier, I'm trying to find a solution so me and my brother don't have to share a desktop, at least for the moment. And
Johnny's headed to his dad's house next week for the entire week for part of his summer break. School's over for him, so
right, so I'm using Steam Link. So basically what this is right now my desktop is acting as a server. So at my desktop, in case anyone's interested, it has an i7 8700K, a GTX 1080, and 16 gigabytes of RAM. So it is truly a gaming computer.
you can say that again really fast.
Yes,
10
it's
times in a
nice.
row.
So the thing is my Chromebook simply just acting as like input. So so now this is supposed to be a phone app. So Chromebooks, at least this one and a bunch of the newer ones, allow you to have the Google Play Store. So technically this would be on my phone, but it works on a Chromebook.
Right, because it's an app.
Right. So
what's the name of the app again?
Steam Link. And
Steam Link,
It's an
okay.
official Valve Corporation thing, which is Steam, what Steam's made by.
Okay, I see the Steam icon up here that I recognize as the Steam icon.
So now let's load a game. Which game? Let's do one that doesn't take too long to load. How about Kerbal? Mom likes that. Let's load it. And now it's gonna launch. And now it's now if there was a camera back on my desktop, you'd see it.
Alexa, stop.
Canceling.
So if we had a camera on my desktop monitor right now, you'd see that it was launching back there too.
Right. So this just means while you're gone next week, me and Mr. Don need to keep your computer booted?
Yes. But
More appropriately, we need to power down your computer maybe if a severe storm comes.
right.
Not a problem, buddy.
Right. But so Kerbal's loading right now.
Sure.
So I haven't loaded Kerbal in a while, so it's probably gonna take a minute.
Putting updates on or something, maybe.
Right, applying updates. But like I said, if there was a camera on my desktop, you'd be able to see it doing the exact same thing. So I decided let's talk about something. So I was doing some testing earlier, and our garage and our house have 2 separate Wi-Fi. So my desktop's on the house Wi-Fi, obviously. So I went out to the garage and I tested out on our garage Wi-Fi, and it ran well. So it's a lot of things that like Google Stadia, however you pronounce it, is like it can have latency issues if your internet's not good enough. So you have to have good internet to do this sort of thing, which both households have.
Sure.
So it looks like it's about here. We're about done. Yep, here we are. Okay. So now, let's see. So now, I know the screen's doing some weird things, but what's she gonna do?
Yeah, it's like flickered or something.
Mm-hmm. I can change the resolution on this, so it won't be as small. So there, it's loading, it's working. Now, if I was running this on my Chromebook, off my Chromebook specs, compared to my, my desktop specs, my Chromebook is not a very, like, it doesn't have a good CPU. Like, well, let me rephrase that.
Well, it's not a gaming machine.
Right.
It's for emails and looking up stuff
yes.
on the internet. It's not for heavy duty. This one
Correct.
is not for heavy duty processing.
But and Kerbal's not that bad of a game to run.
So have you given the news to your brother?
No, I have not told him yet.
Okay. I'm sure he'll be pleased if you can play all your Steam games from the Chromebook that you take with you.
Now, there may be some issues with certain Steam games, because not everything's guaranteed to work.
Right.
Now, well, let me explain this. This is supposed to be played on an Xbox controller, or a Steam controller. It's not meant... I was impressed that my keyboard worked on my Chromebook. I was really impressed, but it's not meant to do that. Oh, and also, I was going to mention this. So right now, I have complete audio.
Yeah.
So if I were to do this... And that's audio.
Yeah,
from
Johnny
Kerbal.
had on the headphones.
Right, but so this is audio. So I'm not sure you can hear or not.
I can.
This
Yep.
is audio from Kerbal Space Program,
Right.
the game, and it's streaming. And the audio is being streamed from my computer right now.
Right, just like the game as part of the game. Yep.
Right, and I find that also really nice.
Yeah, Johnny's not had a reason to really remote desktop or to use an app on the Chromebook before. Any of those other tools that would let you be on a, use another machine as a server. So,
Right.
well, that's cool. I think it'll help keep the peace with your brother.
Then now I was going to talk about this. So I found out I can cheat earlier. So now, those of you who play video games may know that Minecraft isn't a Steam game. So I have to close this quickly. Let me try to remember how to do that. I think, yeah, just up here. It's the
And there's leave if you can
get around.
trigger that without triggering the other thing.
Don't save because I wasn't actually trying to build a rocket. So now, then I should then just process. So, now I figured out that I can play Minecraft. So Steam has this thing where it lets you add to the Steam launcher games that aren't officially Steam, but lets you launch them from Steam. So I found out that I can cheat, quote unquote, cheat the system, and actually get Minecraft to work. And I'll show you that in just a second. And I was pretty happy about this, because that's one of the main things I do with my friends. So
Yeah, Minecraft kind of went out of favor for a little while, but it seems like all you kids are kind of back on it again.
right, it made a major resurgence. So yeah, so technically, right, so like I said, Minecraft is made by Mojang, not Steam. Well, most games on Steam aren't made by Steam, but I think you get what I mean. Like,
Right, well, Mojang got bought out by Microsoft, and so it's sort of its own little entity.
right, but the thing is this shouldn't, Steam, you can't buy Minecraft on the Steam launcher. So now, I know my mouse is a little laggy, but that doesn't mean anything about the gameplay. Or shouldn't. So now let's join Hypixel. Mom, can you move your leg a little?
Yeah, sure.
I need a little bit more mouse
More
space.
mouse space.
Yeah. So now I was having an issue earlier with mouse sensitivity. Yep, that's what I figured. That's the thing. Mouse sensitivity. But I may be able to do this. Nope. I'm gonna have to figure out mouse sensitivity. But it's still cool that it works at all. Because this shouldn't be working right now. And I may be able to use an Xbox controller to do this. I'm not sure.
Well, we have one of those.
We have tons of those.
Yeah.
But it's just cool I can run this at all, because this PC, or the Chromebook, is not spec to do this. It's unfortunate that the mouse is being weird, though. I'll see if I can't do something about that, but yeah.
Well, good job, bud. Way cool. Way cool. So you can see Johnny changing stuff on the Chromebook, and it's actually driving stuff over on his desktop computer monitor.
Yep.
Well, way cool, buddy. Well, the most important one, if BMG Drive works, you could almost entertain yourself just with that, right?
Yeah.
Minecraft's a bonus, but
well, if I can get it to work, it'll be a bonus. But yeah, so right now I'm playing input on my Chromebook keyboard, no tricks.
Yep.
And there you can see it. Now, obviously, the Chromebook monitor's a lot less okay.
Right. It looks better on the big screen over there,
Right.
but it'll do.
It could be a lot worse.
Well, you know, too, when you do schoolwork now on the Chromebook, you can also be looking at your big screen if what's going on your...
If I have a special school day, now I don't have to bring in my bulkier laptop just to be able to play a game.
That's true, too. Way cool, Johnny. Good job. Well, Donnie probably wants some nachos, too, but we've also got hard-boiled eggs. Deviled eggs. Alexa, turn on mood.
Okay.
Way cool. I would say it's definitely more dim. Hopefully it's dim enough. And I'll probably move it when my orange lights are fixed. But that's going to be, let's say, at least a week. So there's good for now because it's on the A switch. There's my bench cushion.
Oh no, we got that tag we can't remove.
You can remove it. It says not to be removed by anyone but the consumer. We would be the consumer. Well, the color and the pattern is exactly like I was hoping. Now, is it that nice fabric?
Yeah, feels
It's
good.
not, is it? Oh, yeah.
It's supposed to be polyester.
Yeah, and it feels like it's got a little texture, and it feels like it would dry quick.
I agree.
Which is what you need. I mean, it is a real outside bench cushion. It's from Pillow Perfect. That store on eBay, but they also have their own, I mean on Amazon, but they also have their own website too.
Alright, let's see if they know how to use a tape measure. Yeah! 45, not 46. Oh, that's what they say is 45.
45.
Yeah,
45 by
46.
45 by 18.
Alright. Moment of truth. Close enough. 18. I wouldn't argue with them.
Yep, that's pretty close.
Alright. Yep, 45, 18.
I like the fabric. I'm happy.
Yeah, I am too. It's got zipper thing. So I guess technically
You could wash it or take the foam out of it and replace it if it gets smushed after a while, or
Yeah, I agree.
so it was $55-ish, but it seems like it's good quality. It was made in America. It wasn't imported.
That's right.
Maybe the fabric was imported, but the sewing was done here.
Made in Georgia, Alabama?
And this company had all the matching pieces, like chairs and loungers.
Georgia.
Chairs and loungers and other things. So if you like that pattern, you could get all the pieces for your stuff in that pattern or something.
That's right.
That furniture, my chair that Tux is sleeping on, that's from my dad's house, and he bought it in the 80s, and that is some high quality stuff on those cushions. They tend, you know, Panthers had his on the front porch since 13, and they've been power washed and everything, and they're holding up. So
I agree.
all right, we got what we need to start on the bench.
Yeah, now I feel comfortable about starting to actually cut the wood now, because I was a little concerned about.
Well,
their build.
yeah.
Was that the finished size, the size of the bench?
Yeah.
So now I can cut it 45 or well actually.
Did you tell him your wife was upset that he didn't come by at 9:30 this morning?
No, I didn't pull the guys.
Because it wasn't folded in half or anything.
No.
It was what we would call a big box.
It was a big box.
And it does say Amazon fulfillment on it.
Yeah.
Where was it fulfilled from? Kentucky.
Yeah.
It was fulfilled in Kentucky. So, all right. Oh yeah, you were gonna show us that too.
Yeah, so I put an LED in it.
Had it burnt out, or you just replaced it because it'll last longer?
Yeah.
Okay, because you felt like it. Yeah. Okay. It's nice and bright.
Yeah.
Several people have asked me if we've heard anything from Tesla about the Model Y. And I've always answered in the comments, but I just want to go on record and say, promise, Don's paying attention to his mail, his phone, logging into Tesla.com, and we have heard
all that.
nothing.
Nothing.
Was a little surprised, possibly slightly disappointed to see Model Ys going to Canada.
Right.
And we're an existing owner in America and we haven't got the nod. I mean, not mad or nothing, but just sort of, well, darn it. I know Don is not hedging. He's not hedging, but he is saying, let's produce a few and then I want mine. Make sure the production line is moving smoothly. Make sure anything Sandy pointed out that they decided to listen to or found on their own that they fixed, that kind of thing. But I mean, if it gets to be the 1st of July and we haven't heard anything, then my level of where the heck, is sort of gonna...
Yeah, I'll be ready for it come 1st of July.
And that's only like
2 weeks away.
Yeah, it's really 2.5 weeks. That's all that is. So that's around the corner.
I don't have to have it delivered by the 1st of July.
No, we just want to hear it's on the way. It's being built. There's a plan. They think.
Right.
Yeah, and we were very thrilled about the Tesla stock price. Obviously, it's great for Tesla.
Yep.
We have a small amount of stock, so anytime the stock goes, that's good. We were listening to Transport Evolved, and I didn't care for everything Nikki said about the Tesla Semi and Nikola and other stuff going on. I wish she was slightly more positive on Tesla. Sometimes I think she's not positive enough. Or they're at the top, so let's pick on them, and then everybody else underneath is better somehow. I don't know, but I have a theory that she didn't say, that I came up with all of my own. So Elon said, it's time to employees and an internal thing, which he knew would be leaked because everything else he's ever said has been leaked, that it's time to bring the Semi to production, not just this limited a couple of people.
Right.
Well, if people don't have enough money to buy their Tesla because of the crunch, because of the lockdown, because of the pandemic, demand is affected because people don't have the funds. If they're stock owners and you make the stock worth selling, then people have some money to buy your Model Y. So I think part of it, which Nikki didn't mention, hers was different, is that if we can make people feel positive, bring the stock price up, those people holding on to even small amounts that were don't yawn on me, that were counting on selling stock, any kind of stock, but Tesla in particular, at $1,000 a share, you probably could afford to sell it and then go ahead and buy your Model Y or whatever other Tesla you were. So I'm thinking that helped push some orders over the edge. People sold. They've got their money ready for their Y. That doesn't apply to us. I'm not saying that applied to us, but we're holding 7,000. Well, if it gets to 3,000, I may be having to go. Come on, Donnie, it's time. It's nice on paper that it looks like you've made a bit, but the proof is in the bank account deposit.
We'll probably do that 50% sell half type.
Well, and not to mention, should for any reason there be a hiccup, I'm sure we'd try to, do like all the other people on social media and the Facebook group say, okay, it's time to go buy.
That's right.
Yep. I know at least one person we know that doesn't want in at $900 a share and regrets not getting in at $300 or $400 or even $500 he would have been happy to get in.
Right.
Yeah, so.
I'm not expecting it to take any significant dip, but it's, maybe we get a second wave, maybe Tesla has to shut down again. I don't know. I would like an opportunity to buy in at $500 a share or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think 900, 950, because when I bought with the expectation of $950. So if I was in a situation where I needed the money, for some particular reason, I would probably cash out. I mean, you should always kind of have a number in mind, but $950 was the number what I had in mind. And then when Jack changed his up to $1,500, I sort of went along with Jack's.
Well, you only got $500, and we'd be making the trip over to Cape Girardeau.
Yeah, that's right. I told Jack I'd be back when it was at $1,500.
That's right.
And I didn't know it was going to be back before the end of the summer.
Well, since Don's got the garage cooled down, low humidity, I'm going to come out and practice my piano. I've got my ribs in the oven. He's got him a snack in the house. Triangle Tesla owners are having their bi-weekly virtual Zoom meeting, I think at 7. I'm probably going to tune into that for a bit. But yeah, it's time to practice piano for a few minutes. I printed out the sheet music to Ice Castles last night. Some of you people as old as me will know what that is. And that's what I'm going to try to play. Yep, having it hole punched like this with, just one side printed on. Where it comes together in the middle, and you can see the 2 pages of music here. Works really good. There you are! Hi, bud. I think he's been missing Mama not being outside more today. Hey, buddy. Hi. We're reviewing the new Tesla showroom. Nighttime. Did you want to help me record this video segment? So I went up in the attic and I brought down this Lego bin. It is full of SpongeBob stuff that the boys and I built. It's got to be over 10 years ago. Certainly when we were at the other house and when they were smaller. There's the, my kids love SpongeBob, and I want to say tolerated it. I thought it was okay. I don't know what this is called. This is the Krusty Krab, I guess. And the main reason why I decided to pull this down today is because I wanted to display this rocket ship, which is pretty cool. Obviously not an official rocket, but if it's going to be the summer of space, I wanted to display the rocket ship. And there's also the lighthouse here. This is the boating school is what this kit is. And then the chum bucket is here also. So, these were sort of taken apart only in that, there was parts that would sort of fall off, and, so at some point somebody just didn't put it back together anymore. Kids may have played with it a little bit, but not a lot. Or in order to make it fit in the bin when we were done displaying it. So this is mostly together, but not 100% together. I figure in pretty short order, probably tomorrow. I'm gonna at least put the rocket ship back together and put the rocket ship on display. I may do other parts of this as well. I'm pretty sure that the only thing in here is SpongeBob parts. So I want to put the rocket ship out.